Juvenis.
Minister, these past weeks have recorded mass defections from members of the opposition parties, particularly your party, the PDP, to the APC. And notably among this is the governor of Delta State and his predecessor. Where does this leave your party, and what are the implications for the South region?
Well, you see, I have always said, leadership is key. Leadership in anywhere, whether in organization, whether in business, if you don't show the right leadership, you suffer for it. And this is what I've been saying. I know that there will be manipulation. I know. It's a matter of time. What people talk about the governor of Delta State and his predecessor and all their team moved out of PDP to APC. What wrong did he do? That he said he was going to support Tinubu, the president. That's a crime. But the chairman of board of trustees, the conscience of the party, adopted Arasoti for second term. Why are people not commenting about that? The chairman of BOT of the People's Democratic Party adopted Arasoti, the governor under Labour Party, to go for second term. Now, this man said, look, I'm not going to do that kind of pretense. I will not be here. I thought I would support it. It's better I move and go and support him. Smart politician. I'm surprised that PDP said they didn't see it coming. I won't call the names of the governors. I called them. I said, listen, the way things are going, I've warned you people. You said you are governor. I have no problem. See what will happen. Leadership is key. Leadership is key in anything you are doing. If you don't have the right leadership, this is what you suffer. For Christ's sake, no opposition party, what is sought, acts on impunity. It's only ruling party. Normally, because they are in power, they act on impunity. Opposition does not do that, because opposition is going to organize itself to say it can take over the rest of affairs of government. How many times have they made efforts? How many people have you wooed? Rather, every day, you're after one man. Every day, you're after Wike. Every day, Wike. You abandon what you're supposed to do. Call everybody. This election, we have lost it. How did you lose this election? You are the cause. If we have done that, we wouldn't have lost it. If we have done that, we would have won. You tell yourself the bitter truth. Then you go back to the drawing board. The only crime that Wike is a minister under APC government. And I asked them. I never said I was going to support the presidential candidate. Nigerians had me clear and loud. And I'm the only former governor who did not support the president, but made sure pleading 100% in the governorship, in the National Assembly, and State Assembly. Let any sitting governor now or former governor come out to say that happened in his own state. In 2015, some governors came out and said they did anti-party against Jonathan. that they worked against PDP not to become president. What happened? The party didn't do anything. Why? They saw those people as people who cannot be touched.
The way they see you now.
That's not. I came out openly and said injustice must not be allowed. I came out.
Yesterday you were still in their meeting and today.
Did I leave? No. I didn't leave the party now. I don't play like that. They invited me to a meeting, and they invited me. I didn't force myself. They invited me.
But were some of these issues thoroughly discussed at that meeting?
Well, you see, first of all, I believe in sincerity. If you must achieve results, be sincere. Some people think that telling half truth or being too smart will help you. Rather, it destroys you. If PDP does not take care, and I say it again, watch out what will happen. You know, selfish interest can kill an organization. You have not won an election. You're excluding people. You have not won an election. You're excluding, oh no, we don't want this man. You know the man has capacity to fight back. Yes? Now, what is happening? Let's tell ourselves the simple truth now. Why there will be an impression? Let's tell ourselves the simple truth. In 2023, we told the party, look, it is in our constitution, it's in our tradition. When these people take chairman, people go for a presidential candidate. Because of selfish interest, they manipulated the system. They said, no, we shouldn't do zoning now. Hold on, we will do zoning. Before we know, some people are going to buy form. And we laughed. It's okay. You don't want to do zoning. Now, a zone took chairman of the party. A zone took the presidential candidate. It's okay. For peace to reign. So we can have a voice. They go front and back. They go front and back. We say this front and back, it will cost you something. Of course, arrogance came in. Forget. We have won the election. Forget we have won the election. Who are they? See where we are. I have no problem. And I've told them that. Where is the presidency? Where are you showing your presidential candidate now?
2027?
Yes. Where will he go? Where will he go?
Well, you answered.
So smart ones who have interest. No, it's not time, as you see. How many times can you play this game and you think you are smart? You are going for national convention. You are going for national convention. You want the South to come and produce the chairman so that we will have the president. I said, why not? Look, Nigeria today saying the South is occupying the presidency. Why not as a party come out openly now? Our presidential candidate will also come from the South. Now, you don't want to do that. You want to play the same game. You play the 2023. It will backfire. And when it backfires, it's all these people did this, people did that. It will backfire. And I've told people, this smartness don't help you. Come out now and let everybody know this is where we're heading to. But playing this game, that, oh, we'll do this, it will not work. Not tomorrow and I say, oh, Wike is telling you that, look, stop this here smartness.
So you don't see your party coming out victorious in 2027 election with the situation on ground now?
When you stand president to where? You don't can't stand president to the north. No.
Was that Your Excellency, with
yes, I told them. If someone, see, the point is selfishness can kill a system. Take for example, if Mr. President runs, for example, and wins, for example, 2027, by 2031, APC will send their presidential ticket to where? To the north. PDP will do what then? Then you come back again and say, no, since APC have brought it to the north, let's keep it in the north. I mean, what kind of smartness is that?
Oh, Your Excellency.
What kind of smartness is that?
With the current uncertainty within the People's Democratic Party and following yesterday's meeting, were there any resolutions made ahead of 2027, perhaps to get the party back on track?
It will not be good for me to let the cat out of the bag. So many discussions were ahead, private and public. We are waiting to see what was agreed will be implemented. We are waiting. If it's not implemented, I will not agree. If it's not implemented, I will not agree.
But in your opinion, are these resolutions viable? Even though you are
it's not
you don't want to let
business.
it out of the
You are not a member of our party. Well, you won't tell us what is viable or what is not viable.
Are you actually still in the PDP? Because let me just give this analogy.
Yes.
Your case is like like a driver who is calling passengers into his bus for a particular direction, and then people enter the bus hoping that he is taking them to that direction. And after they had entered that bus, he came down and faced the other direction on his own. After he had called mobilized passengers for a particular route.
That is not the same scenario. Let me tell you.
Because
No, let me tell
by
you.
your message,
No, what
you are
let-
luring people away from the PDP
No,
into the APC.
no, let me tell you. Justice must be done. It was injustice. I never left the party, but I came out to say, this injustice will not stand. I will not support this.
Is that why you are tearing the PDP apart?
No, I'm building it. If you obey,
By
because
encouraging
no,
doctors to
if you
leave the
obey, no,
PDP?
no. If you obey the constitution of the party, okay, take for example, look at the issue of the national secretary. I don't see how any right-thinking person, something that you know that can make the party to tie, something you know you have a ruling party that's looking for any opportunity, and you say, some people will say, oh, there's no need for one party state. Who is talking about one party state? But who is making it to be a one party state? It's you. The Supreme Court has given judgment, setting aside the Court of Appeal judgment and the State High Court judgment that says, I am should not be. Now, out of your selfish interest, you are not interpreting the Supreme Court judgment that they say the party has supremacy to remove. The court said this man should not be. The man wants an appeal. The Supreme Court, in his would set aside that judgment. Instead of you to implement the judgment, you are not detailing. Now, so this is why I keep on telling people. These people have how many months to steal? They are living in December. Why not remove yourself from this quagmire of who will now, tomorrow, why are some people living? Their fear is, look, I don't know who will sign our document. The Constitution says a correspondence to INEC must be the national chairman and national secretary. Now you're having a quagmire of who will be or who is the national secretary. Okay, take for example now, area council election, which will be conducted by INEC, right? Who is going to sign the list to INEC? Now, if INEC is not the one that will sign it, another person signs, people go to court and say no. If not comply with the laws. INEC said no. This is not the national secretary. By law, by what we have, this is the national secretary. If you really want this party to survive, why can't you make sacrifices? No. Let's not put ourselves under this kind of this is what I've been preaching since. Why do you take that kind of risk? Take for example, you want to hold NEC. Who issues notice of NEC? Who? Madam Secretary. If another person issues that notice, we will challenge it. If it's not somebody, the national secretary, as allowed by law, by issuing notice of that committee, I will challenge it. It's not that it must be. That is the secretary. I will not do anything for people. That's the law.
Possible to be interpreted two ways.
Well, there's no two ways.
It has to be Ayawu.
No, there's no two ways. What was the issue? Somebody went to court that Ayawu ought to have resigned. That he went and contested governorship election. Morally, yes. Legally, no. The constitution of the party does not say he should resign. As if the man capitalized on the loophole of the constitution of the party, all you will do subsequently, in not allow this lacuna to be there, is to amend the constitution. That's what is done. Now, the man went to court, and then Ayawu appealed to the Court of Appeal. Court of Appeal, in a 2-1 decision, upheld the judgment of the State High Court. Ayawu went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court said, look, in the first place, the man who went to court has no local standing. In the first place, you have no local standing to even go to court. What's your business? 2, assuming you even have a local standing, it's the entire affairs of the party that they should settle. Do you understand me? And set aside the judgment of Court of Appeal. Now, when people even talk about his Southeast position, it's not Southeast position. First of all, it's a Southern position. The South, okay, we are going to produce from the Southeast. And another thing, can you and somebody who was elected in National Convention now bring a replacement without an election? They appointed. Now, the argument they have made is that it has happened before. I say, fine. That's when you are unity. Nobody will want to raise it. Now there appears to be a fraction. There appears to be a problem. And that's why people are challenging it. That's why I have always said, the mere fact that nobody challenged something yesterday, because we appear to be living in unity. We appear to be working as one. But when there was a problem, you are no longer that one. Then you don't think that people will not challenge. And that's why you not see.
Your Excellency, they say politics is local. We may want to go a little bit local now. Your state is still experiencing a state of emergency, but being a PDP leader in your state, what are you doing, after this whole process elapses to make sure that your party runs on an even keel? That is on one hand. Then the politician in your state, Atiku Peter Side, was heard on television a couple of days ago saying that the appointments by the sole administrator, the local government administrators, were riffraffs, and the National Assembly was engaging in rascality. Do you agree with his assertion? And then, of course, on the other hand, talking about PDP in your state.
We don't have problem in PDP in my state. Government is not a party. But government could work with the party. So there's no problem in PDP in my state. Let's talk about Atiku Peter Side comments. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And you see, when I look at people, what can you say today? You've contributed for development of the state. He looked at me. I said, yes, tell me. He said he will come back in 2 weeks' time. He came back. He said, look, that he has thought what I asked. And it dawned on him truly. What have you contributed for a state? Establishing of branches is their business. They are making profit. It's not the state. He told me he was going to set up a world-class university. I said, fine. Where? He said, look, the problem he has, he wanted to put it in his community. But there are no roads. I said, no. I will do all the roads. You must put that university. I did all the roads in Nyesom, the Tara road everywhere. And I was happy. He brought that university. It's unfortunate that it's late. I don't know whether the university will still be there or not. I laid the foundation. So it pending when he made that. Now, he had made a contribution to the growth of the state. At the side of all the wealth, what is if God has blessed you, I'll bless you. All of us must not receive the same blessing from God. Every of us must not have the same opportunity. Look at those who are appointed, even though I don't know some of them are PhD holders who have spent time to read in university to come up with that level. You refer that they are riffraff. You say, neither assembly is rascality. How? How? Simply because by your own understanding of the Constitution of Nigeria, that the president was wrong. So until they understand the way you understood it, they are rascals.
Let's bring it
so you're the only one who can interpret the Constitution, who can define the Constitution. Why not sponsor people to go to court? Or why not allow now that PDP government forum went to court? I mean, you cannot make a black say National Assembly they are rascals. What an abuse in life.
Oh, you're done already. I'm sure you liked it. Please leave your comments, like and share this video. More importantly, please click on the thanks button so that you can support Journalist TV to enable us create more content like you. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching.
It's just, it's unique, it's versatile, it envisions, it's newsy, it inspires, it suits, it's juvenile. A dual glossy magazine with educative and entertaining columns that report contemporary issues, events, tells about individuals who can inspire positively, showcases latest trends in fashion, circulates all around Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, London, and USA. Juvenis is published bi-monthly by Peanuts Communications Limited. For enquiries, event coverage or advert placement, call 0803 360 8271, 0805 787 1199. Juvenis Magazine, inspiring the young at heart.